So with the loop, we must increase the supplier selection row by 1. So I drag and drop the calculate tool and I make the supplier selection row +1, and let's name it the same, selection row +1. And also this is about the supplier selection, but for each row I have to enter a new request on the request table preview. So I've got to do the same for the request table preview row at the calculation. Request table preview row is request table preview row +1. Request table preview row +1. Yeah. Now, as long as the row number is greater than the supplier selection row, the loop will continue. When they are equal, it will no more exit from yes. So let's save the rule of our loop. Now it's time to define the rules according to the number of services or products that is requested with the request table. So the supplier selection for one product is done. If there is more than one product, it will go from the table of request table, and I must just increase the number by 1, and let's go to request table row, which will be equal to request table +1, and let's name it request table row +1, and if it is from no, it will go to my request table. And then there must be another decision of request number of rows. So this loop will continue until the request table number of rows, request table row number is greater than request table row. Yes, let's say request table row number is greater than request table row. Yes, this will continue until the table of rows is not greater than the number of rows in the request table. So I must set the supplier as 0 for that, because here the supplier is always increased with 1, but here it must remain same. So I just define another calculate tool, and I must just set the supplier selection row. Yeah, the default 0, let's say. Supplier row is equals to 0. Yes, it's default 0. Then it will go back to my first decision tool. So this loop will continue until the requested products is equal to requested rows. So I save my process. The two loops have been prepared, but it's not ready yet. We shall proceed